Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream, welcome back to Gran Turismo 3, and we are here for another weekend. I'm sporting the Ferrari cap for the first time in what feels like forever, but I figured it's F1 summer break, so here we're back for another stream. So, hopefully you guys all had a good week. We made a lot of progress last time. We did like 3 hours of streaming. I think it was one of my longest streams I've ever done. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that again today. I do want to do stuff today while the weather's nice, but we'll see how far we can get, because here's our objectives. We have to get the IB license today, and then hopefully do like 1 or 2 series. But we're at the point of the game where the game starts to get a little long, but we haven't hit that point where it starts to drag. We'll hit that point probably in a few streams, but for now, I guess our objective is to get our license. So, hey GamesX, hey Drizel, hey Dragonium, F8. Hopefully you guys are all doing well this weekend. You guys had your first week of school. That is crazy to hear. Especially now that I'm out of school. I'm still not used to that. But some of my friends moved back into Bradley, into university this weekend. So that's really weird that a lot of people I know are going, but I'm not. But that's just what life is. So that being said, let's get on to GT3. We hit the 24-hour mark last time, so I think we can get some more progress today. But in terms of actual game time, we're like 1/4 through the game. Somewhere between 25 and 30% of our actual game time, so it's gonna be a long haul. Anyway, timers are starting. And yeah, let's grind some pain, otherwise known as licenses. Okay, so next part of our playthrough, and we have completed the A license entirely. So that means we need to go to the license center and check out the next license, which is the IB license. You know the drill. Another 8 tests. This time, tests would be a little bit more difficult, with some more complex scenarios and some harder to drive cars. So I'll see how it goes. First one is something familiar. It's a circle test, and we're in a Corvette. It's not the Corvette that's a challenge, but the ground is actually wet here. So we're gonna have to release our Ayrton Senna here and drive fast in the wet. This is my first time driving today, so we'll see how we go. I'm using lower 3rd gear, even though 2nd might be better. I'm just holding left and controlling the accelerator. I mean, ideally you want to be on the curb. And I failed it. Yeah, it's going to be the first license where we might spend like an hour on these tests or something. Because some of these tests I remember used to give me a really hard time back when I was a kid. And they still do now. It's about sustaining for 3 laps though. And when I step on the gas I have to release the steering so I can let the car kind of sort of spin but stay on, you know, the road map. We just stomped the time. There we go. I didn't think it was that much of a wiggle room, but I guess we just stuck in 2nd gear. That's pretty based. Outside is chaos right now. Yeah, I prefer not to talk about it on a GT stream, but if you're affected by what's happening, I hope you're staying safe. Hope you and your family's okay. So, test 2. It's the same test except the bigger circle. So just like the RX-7. Same car even. Bigger curb. Here's our cutoff point around 70 miles an hour. I'm gonna stay close to the curb. Keep it controlled. I had to brake there and went really wide. So far, so good. Third lap. Here we go. These tests are all about holding your line. Trying to get as close to the wall as possible without touching it. In this case, it's Cone City. And you have this magnetic grip strip. 101. Alright, so not as easy as last time. But it's a good start. We need to make 4/10 somewhere. Rula's here. Welcome. How you doing, Snowtato? Curb's overpowered. Go really wide. You don't want to release. I don't think this is 4/10, but we just gotta risk it all, kinda. Oh, that's bad. Oh, just missed out. I just had to step on it and just hope I had enough grip. Yeah, we had no property license issues, or poverty issues. So that's a better start. That might actually make the difference if I can hold the rest of the line. Need to stay on the curb a little bit more though. We hit 80 miles an hour there. That was not going to sustain, but hopefully I had a big enough gap to hold it. Even did a little brake tap there so I can control my speed. A little bit of the car's rotation. Uh-oh. I had to do a little bit of damage control there, but I don't know. That was actually faster. I have no idea how far I am, but I'm not looking back. Whew. The ghost caught up a little bit there, but we got it. So, yeah. The F8 got posted. Fun fact, it was actually leaked. So, you guys weren't supposed to see it super early, but since one person leaked it, Game Left said, you can just show it anyway. As everyone knows now. So now we know that it's the fastest car in Asphalt 9. I'm not going to come back to it because it requires a Legend Pass, and I really don't care. My Jessica's good enough if I ever come back. But if you have the Legend Pass, you should be smiling right now. But yeah, the SE, we have no idea how difficult it's going to be. Mina has been saying we're not going to like it, so that might not be a good sign. Made a lot of friends? Cool. Coolio. Okay, so I have no idea what the breaking point for this car is. It's not going to involve that, though. So, I'm braking. Great set of a road here. I don't know if I shifted too early, but let's find out. A little bit too early. You get silver. No first try golds this time around. Maybe get less of a slide though. Under braking. And hold second gear. Ah, that invisible wall. I know I hit the curb there, but or hit the wall. But there's an invisible wall there that you gotta make sure you don't hit. There we go, I held second gear. Let's see if this works. Aw, so much. So close, so close. Honda racing an S2000, the tiny car. I mean, that'd be fun. It's got all the right, you know, components for a good rally car. So let's go deep and then just absolutely send it into the chicane. And take a little bit more curve here. That should be it. There we go. So I gave you some wiggle room. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but slow and fast out, that's what they all say. So that's based. Let's move on to the next one. Back in the Corvette, this time a red one though. But the IB license really seems to like the Corvette. But I like the Corvette too, so I don't mind. Yeah, forget Shark Souls. The Ultimate Gaming Flex is getting all golds. Oh, I missed the shift there. Thought I'd have more red line to work with. That would probably hurt my speed. Alright, that's not gonna work. I think this is the same test as in Gran Turismo 4. There's one where you use the Mustang, but it's this corner. You just kinda have to, you know, get a good line. I do love the C5. I do want to eventually buy one. That's too deep. I was gonna be shocked if that was gold. Jesco's dethroned. Isn't the Jesco now officially done with Elite Class S now? Or does it have this update still? Thing is, the F5 is, yeah, fast, but are people gonna have enough money to max it? Well, apparently I got a mega exit there. Did I just have a better shift last time? I'm braking way too early. Okay, I'm not gonna finish that. I don't want a wall tap. That would have been gold, but I won't take it. Let's get a clean run. Just to flex. See, didn't need the wall tap. Asphalt 7 was the best. I'd say like Asphalt 8 in 2013 was the best. It's a great game. Asphalt 7 was great too. But Asphalt 8 like revolutionized the series. And then they got updated and murdered it. Japanese GP got cancelled. Yeah, people were kind of expecting that though. There were rumors months ago about it getting cancelled, and sadly it's official. Which means Vettel is still the last pole sitter on the Japanese Grand Prix going into 2022. I'll take that. Where's second gear? I just guessed. I'm driving silver roof, which I think looks great. I just kind of guessed. That's not gonna be enough, is it? Well, I know it isn't. Alright, so that flagpole has collision. We hit the inside wall, so that's going to be slow. I broke a little early here. Is that going to be enough? Oh yeah. There we go. Haha, Jonathan, you're banging the flagpole. Yeah, just don't hit the pole. Wow, I think that's the first time I've ever gotten death by flagpole. Yeah. Okay, so these tests, IV6 and IV7, gave me so much struggle back when I was a teenager. So much struggle. Because on this test, they forced the assists on. And I could never figure out how to drive this car with the assists. And the gold time is pretty tight. As you can see, it's 23.9 for gold, 24.2 for silver. So the window's pretty tight on this one. And then you also have to, get as close to the sand as possible, the gravel, without actually touching it. So every time I touch the gravel, that's gonna hurt. It looked like a alright run, but it's gonna be a 24.6. So that kind of shows you what we're dealing with. You don't like sand. We got Giga Chad here. Sand is overrated, apparently. So yeah. Don't hit the cone. So this test looks like it still gives me a lot of trouble. Don't want to exit. So we might be here for a while. I remember when I was a kid, getting gold in this literally took me like 3 hours. I literally like murdered my hand on this test. Full throttle. Send it. 22. 23. That is still bronze. Like, it's crazy, the window. I just realized, wait, the Snow Tato, that's a movie quote. That's Star Wars, right? It does murder your hand. So you're trying to like fully send everything. But like, see, we're like right up with our ghost. I'm full throttling this. And we're gonna be a little ahead, but it won't be enough. We're still bronze. You're still bronze. I pretty much never lifted. I think the trick is like you're supposed to let the driving aids like control your like, steering or something like that. Something weird. But yeah, do not touch the sand. So for some reason, A7 wasn't as terrible as this one. Send it. Let's go. Come on. Is it gonna be anything? Please. We're in silver. But I didn't touch the brake at all on that run. So now we just have to focus on line. No! That looked like it had potential. So maybe I should stay in third gear. Too wide. I didn't want to brake though, you have to fully commit. Please. I saw I touched the gravel for like 1/10 of a second. We literally just need to like get an inch closer. He is tapping every curve. It's that one. Okay, 2 gravel taps. Well, hopefully this is entertaining for you guys. You can struggle with me. Suffer with me. But see, this one's like, you just have to get your line right, and it might be easier on a wheel, but on a controller, this is a little tough to plan out. You just have to literally hit every curb, but don't hit the sand. It's like such a tiny window. See, that was too much gravel. A7 is still playable, but it was delisted. But since that game is, you know, offline, you can still play it if you have the right operating system. Let's see, look at this. Not a terrible run, but terrible because we're hampered by the driving aids. Oh, that's not good. See, now we're at that point where like any little mistake we need to restart for. Because my personal best was so good. I'm not good enough, I guess. Oh, I didn't commit enough. The struggle is real. You're right, Tassin. You're currently playing GT4 and PS3. Do you have it backwards compatible, or did you use a mod? That's cool, Eugen. Ugh, didn't touch the curb there. You don't want to like absolutely send the car, but you do want to like use the curbs. It's hard to describe how you want to position the car, but it's like setting up the car for the next corner while actively doing the corner. So like here I'm losing too much time because I'm turning too much even though I'm using the curb. Potential. Go, 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 go. Yes! Almost blurted out. Something that would YouTube would not like, but oh my god. Let's go. Let's freaking go. 906, that hurts so much. Yep, we got it. GG. So the cruelest thing is that this test doesn't occur once, but it occurs twice. So IV7, I didn't click on the same one. IV7 is the exact same test, except turns off driving assist. So remember gold was a 23.9? Now it's a 24 flat. So we're right back in. This time the car is more loose. First try! First try! Bro. Wow. See, that's why I drive with assist off. There we go. Easy game. Easy game. Nice. Do you have a backwards? You have a hand compatible PS3. That's awesome. Yeah, GT versus. Is it luck or is it just based? That was an IQ move. See, IV6 sets you up for IV7. That's what it is. Okay, no more complex string with the rough RG team. Back to a normal license test. This time we're driving the NSX. Good ol' NSX Type S0. Ooh, maybe I should have used second gear there. Commit? Ah. I didn't want to let go there. Alright. Whoa. Big send. Max Verstappen at Cobb's Corner be like. Let's use all the track we can. So second gear is like 72 miles an hour. We go really wide, but we actually are still in the limits. I was expecting to DNF there. But that was a horrible setup for this corner, so. I tried to hold third gear, but. Silver. When you set the record, you should enter my own name. So, we gotta redo the stream? No. Took too much grass. See, I don't remember struggling with this test, but it is a tricky test. I thought I shifted. Guess I missed it. Okay, so we're a little far behind, but we should get a better setup here. Okay, turned way too early. Yeah, Based is my real name, guys. Get that drift. Get a good line. Set up for the next corner. Just a tap of the brakes so I can get the line. Just barely. So there we go. In the YouTube video, Based is my real name, going in the archive. That's the best part about it. So, that took only half an hour. I think that was actually shorter than the A license, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah. That's it. I didn't set my name to Lucas, so sorry. Anyway. in super slow motion this time. And it spins now. It's the Sebastian Vettel edition, or the Nikita Mazepin edition now. Look at that. Rotating IB license. So, license is too much to slap on. Anyway, for all gold, we get a Nissan Z. I think this is the Z350Z concept. So not 350, but it was just the 2001 concept car before it became production. So there we go. All gold. All gold in our license. Which is very nice. SIB Inala. Sibinala. In Sonic Orange. Looking very nice. And it's got a nice resale value too. But I'm not going to sell it. Because I like the Z. But yeah. And there we go. Our percent is 43.5%. And yeah, now we have an IB license. And that's the end of this segment. Sibinala. Love it. Alright, so that wasn't as much pain as I was expecting. Except for IB6. IB6 was painful. But yeah. So now we have to actually figure out what we should race. So, let me just take a look around. And I'll show you guys kind of what our itinerary looks like. So, we have these two championships, which this one would be shorter. You notice how it's called German Touring Car Championships, as in plural. Except there's only one German Touring Car Championship in this game. So, maybe a mistype. I don't know. We got GT All-Stars, GT All Japan GT Championship. These are 10 race series. So that'd be long. We got Race of the Red Emblem, which is a single race series. And then this requires an IA license, even for Amateur League. And then if we go to Professional League, there's some IB stuff that we could tackle. Probably when we have a little bit more money. But we have Spider and Roadster, Boxer Spirit, NA Turbo. These require the fastest cars that are eligible, so we need some more cash for that. Italian Avant-Garde, we need a Pagani, which is pretty expensive. Vitz Race, which is pain because of this. Elise Trophy, Clio Trophy, we need to buy new cars for these. TVR Challenge, another new car we need to buy, and then this S license stuff. But yeah, we got some longer series, so I think we should do. What are you guys thinking? World Championship first, or Touring Car, or Race to the Red Emblem? Race to the Red Emblem is for Nissan Skylines. It's the shortest series of what we have, but I don't know, that could be kind of spaced out since we have our Nismo Skyline. So, James says Red Emblem. You have a suggestion for Professional Turbo. Everyone's saying Red Emblem. Alright, so here's our options then. So we can use the Nismo R32, if I could find it. We can use this, or we can buy a Skyline. But let's see how much they cost. I think they're like 50 grand. But we'll make our money back. But yeah, we can buy an R32, an R33, or two different R34s. So, what do you guys think? Nismo, or buy a new one? And if I'm buying a new one, which one? Or we could buy the R34 Nismo GTR. So, I mean, they're all kind of GTRs, but if we're buying a new one, which one? So people are saying buy the GTR, and that's the R33 more expensive than the R32, and the R34 even more expensive. Giselle says the R34. We buy the R34, we gotta buy it in lightning yellow. Yeah. Does the Spec 2 come in that color? What's the difference? Besides the 2,000 credits. 36 horsepower. 1560 kilograms. Is this lighter or heavier? No, they're the same. I don't think it really matters. So, Midnight Purple. I don't think Midnight Purple is available for us to buy. I forget if it's in this game as a prize car somewhere. I think that's in GT4. Everyone knows Bayside Blue. So, we got some yellow, we got blue. Midnight Purple is a prize car. The red doesn't look too bad either. Blue. It's just iconic. White. That looks boxy. Red. Blue, yellow, or red. Silver. We got pretty much every color here. There's two silvers. The Sonic Silver and the Athlete Silver. Everyone says blue. I mean, blue is the iconic color that everyone knows and loves. So, I guess the question is, should we buy Spec 2? Or should we just buy the regular? It's like a bunch of, you know that scene from Finding Nemo where you have the seagulls? The darker silver. This is Athlete Silver and this is Sonic Silver. Wait, what are the colors on the Spec 2? We have White Pearl. We have Sparkling Silver. Mine. Yep. Alright. Let's just buy it in blue. Alright. So, I have no idea if tire wear is going to be an issue. It might. Or power. But, we have a car now. Let me quickly actually search up. What are we looking at? Well, we have no information. Shibuya with a lone R33 pick. Who would have guessed it's so difficult to choose like a paint color? See, it's not like GT Sport or GT 5 or 6 where you could just put on any color we want. Fun fact, you could slap 750 horsepower in this car if you wanted to. Should we try stock or should we put on some upgrades? Let me check if we have tire wear. Let's just go in raw and see what it's like. But I believe, not professional, I believe we have tire wear. Let's check. I also believe these races are kind of long, like 5 or 7 laps. Never mind, only 3 laps. I'm completely wrong, but this is why we got in with no upgrades, just to see. Let's see, Bone Stock R34. No tire wear. So, maybe a completely stock car could win it. Let's see. They seem to be going kind of quick. Yeah, don't worry. We have plenty of cars we'll need to purchase down the line. So yeah, there's a midnight purple skyline all the way up there. Alright, this doesn't look like it's going to work. We need some power. But I think we should just put a turbo in there and just call it a day. Question is how much turbo to put in. Let's take a look. Stage 1 is up to 363. Stage 2 is to 432. So... We could put an intercooler for a little bit cheaper too. You know what? Let's do a stage 1 turbo. Let's try this, just to save a little bit of money. Let's do a stage 1 turbo and a racing intercooler. So that way that gets us around 400 horsepower, so... What should you choose for the lightweight car cup in GT4? Could you use the Honda Beat, or like the Suzuki Cappuccino, like those tiny cars, or maybe the Daihatsu Copen. I don't know if a Copen's eligible. Or you could use a box, like a Fiat Panda or something, although I don't know if a Fiat Panda is eligible. Anyway, let's check this out. So, a little bit better of a launch. We're up with the pack. Now we have to race them. You're watching. Is it the walking with my grandma stream? Because I saw that and I was like, what is this? It had 7,000 people watching, so I thought, like, what is it? Turns out it's a stream of Le Mans. So that's pretty cool. So it looks like the stage 2 is probably the right move, but let's see if we can make this work. The all-wheel drive does make a huge difference. It does just go. It's not that hard to drive. It slides, but it's controlled. So 3 seconds to first place. Let's pass the R32, get a big lift. The Yates chicane. Trying to drive fast. With this AI, as you all know, rubber bands. So just gotta get in range and then snipe them in the right corners. Also not slam the wall like that, because we'll lose time. How do I edit my videos? It's simple. I just download the stream and then just cut them up. The GT videos don't require that much editing because, you know, there's no like special effects or anything done really. It's just finding the right thumbnails, and I just have a template I put into Photoshop. I just screenshot somewhere around the recorded stuff. So you guys see at the end of every race pretty much I sit on the replay screen for a couple seconds so I can try to get a good thumbnail shot. And then I have like, you know, 3, 4, 5 to choose from. Okay, so the pack's going out pretty hard. I mean, look at that. going from 1.7 to 3.3 seconds. They are holding that gap. So even though we made our best lap, now let's slow down again. Okay, this is not gonna work. Alright, let's re-roll our save and get our money back and buy the stage 2. And rebuy the car. I hope I saved when I did the IB license. I don't want to redo it. So, attempt 2. Let me just double check that I actually have my license. Yes. But we need to buy again. Go to Nissan. Yes, we could have just hopped in our Nismo and won it easily. But instead, we're buying in our 34. And let's slap on the stage 2 turbo. 432 horsepower should be enough. That's all I'm gonna do. Race Red Emblem, Tri Mountain, let's go. Let's take up the driving aids and just get right back into it. So, 3 laps, no tire wear. Hopefully we can catch the top 2. Get that launch. First gear is just so good in this car. Big slide, no wall tap. And right back to where we were in race 1. Except now we have a 1 second gap. We can actually maybe fight. R32 comes back. They definitely are stepping it up. I guess we can full throttle this one. No yeet this time. Now I can get a good run. Try to lead. Alright, see you, Rulu. Thanks for stopping by. Looks like the second R34's got something to say. OnlyFans is gone. Yeah, OnlyFans did a Tumblr there. And we're in a weird spot of the internet where stuff that, you know, was in a dark corner of the internet is now not only mainstream, but it makes people's living. And I think the issue with OnlyFans was the payment processors. Like, I think it was like Visa and MasterCard or somebody, I forget exactly who, had a problem with the content. It wasn't necessarily OnlyFans that had the issue, but their investors and payment processing didn't like that their business model modeled around NSFW content. Which, unfortunately, their hands were kind of tied, because if they lost the payment processing, the creators couldn't get paid anyway. So they had to kind of pull the plug, which pissed off a lot of people who have active accounts. So R34's trying to make a run up on the end. Looks like they're really fast in that part of the track. I don't know where it goes from here, but probably those creators are going to find a new site. But yeah, not OnlyFans is like Patreon, but more expensive. But now it has that stigma. Anyway, race 1, we finally fend off. It had backed off quite significantly at the end there. That was a GTS Type M that was fighting with us, and it beat the R32 V-Spec. So, that's an odd one out. Anyway, we get 30,000 credits. That's a massive payoff. So, I'm actually going to let the replay play out so we can get a good thumbnail shot, because I want to get something from that final, that yeet chicane. So, let's just watch the replay for a minute. You guys all doing well? You guys have a good weekend plan? I guess I'll show something that I forgot. If you are on the Discord server, you will see this, but I bought this, I bought a camera, and like a real camera. Like, one that will take super high quality shots. This is a mirrorless Sony camera. This will get boring. We're just going to watch the first lap so we can get a good thumbnail shot. Enjoy the skylines. After all, F8, you wanted this color, so you get to see more R34. But, yeah, this is, it's legit. And I posted a couple photos on the server. I think I posted Turbo, my dog. So, I'm going to a car show tomorrow, and I will be bringing this. Take some better quality photos. But it helps my phone storage, so I don't have to, keep deleting photos. Instead, I can dump them on an SD card. So, that's a benefit. But yeah, I'm really excited. And I can also use that as a webcam, but I have to buy like a link cam thing, whatever, a port. And that's like $150. But cameras are expensive, unsurprisingly. Alright, so here we go. This is what I wanted to get a shot of. This like yeet chicane pass. Oh, why does it zoom out so much? Okay, this could be good. I want a close-up. Ooh, I like that. In the back. This is good stream thumbnails, too. Okay, we see another AMG 4-door in 4K. Alright. Ooh, I like that shot. Nice drift shot, too. Alright. Let's go on. Keep doing the races. Yeah. Next up is Laguna Seca. Shorter track. Probably 3 laps again. Another 3-lapper. Hey BY, how you doing? Whoa, yellow R34 just planting in the middle of the track for no reason. He's falling way back. He ran out of gas or something. Abandoned trailer? You mean the 3-second teaser that says trailer coming? And then here comes the yellow one just to wreck stuff up. This yellow R34 is just not having it. Meanwhile, the front two have just kind of disappeared. Let's see. Slice through. Didn't go off track. We just used every part of the track we can. Okay. Whoa. Don't touch the cone. No AIs, if any big offs. They're not in the race cars or in the Shelby Cobra like that one race. Okay. So now we need to claw back a little bit more. Big slide. Yeah, I had some slides too. So we have a good run on this corner. So do the switchback. He's gonna hit the inside line, but we're gonna cut back. Oh, why did you brake on that corner? That just hurts both our races. It's a good scrap though. Step out. Ooh, good run. Take the inside. He's gonna come back. The R33. Whoa, big spin out for the GTS. Anyway, we take the race too. Easy peasy. We already have our link. Our thumbnail, sorry. Okay. Route 11. Good start. Yeah, Lamborghini Countach got revealed. It looks like a mix between Lamborghini Sian and the what's it called? The Centenario? Anyway, Route 11. And apparently they all sold out on like the first day. Anyway, Route 11, iconic track. New 4GT with a V8 possibly, that sounds exciting. I don't know if they'd actually do it though. You have all the grip in the corner. The old Countach, yeah. I feel like the new Countach, like, as a car, looks great. I just don't know how I feel about the Countach name being used. To be fair though, how would you reimagine the Countach? I feel like if you had to reimagine the Countach with, you know, modern Lamborghini style, that is kind of what you'd expect. So, I don't know. As long as it has the V12, I'm happy. Whoa, they go deep. AI just send it. Everyone's just bouncing off the wall. Well, P1's just vibing. All the air just flying. It's hard to actually pick out where I want to drive. Whoa. Okay. I was trying to follow the AI and we both hit the wall there. So now I'm in last again. This is kind of like a bumper car. We just slammed the other R32. Okay. It's a V12 with a battery. Okay, so now the field's spreading out a little bit, but we just wasted a lap just kind of driving around, playing ping pong, as Vettel would say. Three seconds back. That's a lot. Whoa, thanks AI. I was trying to make the corner, you know, and we just get backslammed. I feel like I could drive a better lap if I just wasn't getting pushed around. I have to drive around all these cars, they're just sending in crazy lines. Alright, let's not get sent. Knew he'd do it. I made a mistake. I turned in way too early. Thanks R32 for blocking. That would have been a clean pass. Oh man, the air is just annoying on this race. Oh my god, why do you have to go so wide? Literally push me to the side. I have something to say about that. Okay. Alec Baldwin is playing Ferrari. Like Enzo Ferrari or something else? Okay, here come the AI for one more ram. I'm just doing an AI there, you know, just slowly sending it into the wall. So do we have a chance to actually catch these top two? Arc 7 would be cool to see again. I'm thinking maybe there's a chance I could steal this win. I just need to drive a perfect final sector and hope the AI send it in too deep. Sneak. Probably going to be second place at most. Unless there's a fatal error on the final corner. You know, fair, balanced racing. Okay, we're going to need to retry. I'll take the prize money though. I just had such a bad first lap. I feel like we could still win. Oh, it's only 1,000 credits? That's nothing. Should I re-upgrade or should we try this again just with, Let's try it one more time. Your boom, you changed. I see. Yeah, we could qualify for a better grid position. I feel like that wouldn't help us that much. So let's just try to get everybody on the first lap. We need a Fernando Alonso lap 1. On the inside. If we can race the top 2 for the last 2 laps instead of hanging around the back, then that would be great. Just like that. Crazy how much the AI changed when you just have a better first lap. But that's what rubber banding's like. And now the AI are going to kick it up a gear. Oh, come on. Look at how deep the AI go there. What about F1? Wow, no ram. I was expecting a ram from the second place. You don't watch F1, so yeah, it's just a topic that a lot of us do follow, and I'm obviously a mega F1 fan, so that's what I'm into. So sorry if what we say is a little confusing, but it's mostly we talk about some tracks, some drivers, and some teams. That's what it all boils down to for the most part. Cars, tracks, and drivers. Whoa. I heard that coming. I should have covered a line. Just have to repass him. They go so deep on that first corner though. It's crazy. No rim. How the standing uses, by the way, depends how much, depends on the race, honestly. Like, if you have a race with a lot of passes, some crashes, some shock performances, it's really entertaining and you get roped in real easily. Some races are more straightforward where, you know, the fastest cars usually finish where you expect them to. That happens, but it's a great mix of watching underdogs. Like, you could pick one driver and follow their whole season and it's like a freaking story. Every driver pretty much has a story behind them. And they're fighting for something. So it's really cool to follow each driver, kind of what they're going through. And at the same time, it's a race. So, you know, at the front you're having Hamilton versus Verstappen fight for a title, and then you're having their teammates try to get wins. Their futures are uncertain, and then you have the midfield that's trying to pick up every little scrap. You have some of the old veterans, you have some of the newer young talent. You have McLaren and Ferrari trying to get into championship status again. You have Williams trying to find their form again. You have teams like Haas who are experimenting with new drivers. There's so much like to get into and follow. And then you get to watch the fastest cars in the world drive around racetracks. Some of the most iconic tracks in the world, like Monza and Silverstone and Nürburgring. Suzuka, not this year, but, you know, some of the best racetracks get F1 on them. And then you have some garbage tracks like Russia and Spain sometimes. Yeah, if you guys watch some great races, you can watch Drive to Survive. Is as much as people like to criticize it, it is a great show at getting you roped in and getting you up to speed with what the drama and all the races are about. So if you have Netflix, watch Drive to Survive. Or watch Rush. In fact, actually, you should just watch Rush regardless of if you're an F1 fan or not, because Rush is a great movie. Le Mans, yeah, is going on. They're racing in the wet, right? I wonder if LMP2 wins this year. I mean, by the time the video upload goes up, we'll know, but we have the hypercars in here. Anyway, amazingly, despite doing nothing to the car, this one went a lot smoother because we had a better first lap. That's just how rubber banding works. Anyway, that's the race win. Track's now dry. So there you go. Michael Andretti's looking to buy a team. Maybe... Ooh. Could he buy Haas? The American team? Anyway, that is Race to the Red Emblem. That took quite a while, honestly. Our prize car. It's an R33. A tuned R33. Nismo 400R. That's it. Dash would be cool to see in F1. Anyway, yep, Nismo 400R in Sonic Silver. It's got nice horsepower. Tuner R33. What more could you say? Anyway. Percent 44%. Blessed Lewis Hamilton. And yeah, that's the end of the segment. That was the car for Professional Turbo. Yeah, that seems like a strong candidate. You could slap a fat turbo in there. Would it be good enough for test course? No. Another car I thought for that series was the Lotus Esprit. Okay, so next one up. It is 10:49, so I think this is all. I think these are all 5-lappers. So do we want to do 25 laps or 50 laps, basically? These series are gonna take at least an hour each. That's what Rhino used, 400R. Toyota did F1 in the mid-2000s. They were okay. They never won a race, but they had potential. They just kind of choked every opportunity they got. Let's see. What are the laps? Yeah, all 5 laps long. What's the Touring Car Championship? Everything is 3 laps long in the Touring Car Championship, so it's just a shorter series. We could probably save this until we have some better cars, because what's in here is race cars, and we only have the Vertigo. So I feel like the Vertigo would be better suited for GT All-Stars. So you could probably save this for the end of Amateur League. So I think we should do a German touring car. So, next segment of the game, we're going to go to our garage and hop in a car we recently acquired. We're going to do the Mercedes CLK touring car. And I'm going to keep this car bone stock and just see what happens. Raza, what's up? How you doing? My voice cracked. Anyway, German touring car. 10,000 credits per race, so a little bit of money, but this is where we can build some wealth. And yeah, it's a race of all. I don't think it has any limitations, but it's all German touring cars, which I think there's only 3 in this game. The Mercedes CLK, the Opel Astra, and the Opel Calibra. And yeah, pretty much we got a balance of pretty much everything. 3 CLKs, but 3 Mercedes, 3 Opels. That's the way to think about it. Yeah, let's get right into it. Completely different engine sound. And I think the Calibra is up there with the V10. I wish this game had the Alpha 155. That's like one of my favorite touring cars ever. But I think that we'd have to wait until... I think it's in GT Concept. If not, it's 100% GT4, but... Whoa. First time we're driving something with power. It's got a lot of power. Whoa. I just made sure that the Astra just had pain and suffering. Yeah, actually driving some fast stuff. The Sparks, yeah. Not enough cars do that. I think only the race cars are really capable. Whoa. Oh, big spin. But yeah, there's Sparks. pay attention to the bottom. Because it's, you know, the real life effect of when the bottom of your car hits the ground going fast. That's how cool this game is. It has that effect back in 2001. I mean, sparks could damage your car, but it isn't necessarily a bad thing to have. In this game, there isn't really damage, so it doesn't really affect your race at all. So yeah, bone stock, this car can compete. No upgrades needed. Have I tried Enthusiast? I've played it like once or twice. I have the game. You know, I popped it into my PS2 for the laughs a couple years ago. And, you know, it's a good game. It just feels like a GT4 clone. And it kind of is a GT4 clone. But my thought was like, you know, it feels good, but if I want to get this kind of experience, I just play GT4. But yes, I do have it, and we could check it out on a stream one day. Dramatic intro, yeah, it is pretty much a GT4 clone. A GT4, it causes goosebumps, it causes your hairs to rise up when you play the intro. So there we go. Honestly, for bone stock, this is a really easy race. Kind of shocking how simple that was. This is going to be a sweep series, isn't it? No upgrades needed. Shivesh, welcome. How you doing? Anyway. Calibra had a strong start, but it came in last, so 10,000 credits in the bag. We can do better than that. We'll be playing F1 2021. I haven't bought it yet. I do have a donation budget, but I think I forgot the donation link, so that's probably why we haven't seen that much, besides from a few super chats. But I'm probably going to buy it on sale. I'll wait for it to go on sale before buying it. So right now I'm a little too busy to be completely grinding F1 when we have this on our plate, which is quite a lot. But once this game slows down, I think maybe we can explore other options. Try to get through this game. The A9 trailer had an Enthusiast song in it. I didn't even know that. Full throttle grip on that car. I think it's also because this car comes with medium tires, so we just have so much more grip. I'm doing well though. Thanks for asking. And look at that, we have opened up a gap. This is a pretty quick and easy series. I wish there was more to it. In Gran Turismo 4, the German Touring Car series is really interesting. You have a mix of cars and, you know, more real-world circuits, longer races. I like GT4's Touring Car Championship better than GT3's. Although, to be fair, there's a lot of stuff in GT4 I like better than GT3. GT4 saves the overboard races for the Extreme Series and the Endurance Series, especially the Endurance Series. So after GT3, which game will I play? Well, originally my idea was Burnout 3, but I lended the game to a friend and I haven't seen that game in like 2 or 3 months, so see what happens with it. If I don't have Burnout 3 by the time we finish this game, then I don't have our next game in my possession yet, but it's on the way. And it's not exactly related to Discord picture I sent yesterday either. I won't reveal it until it arrives, but I did order it, and I think it's supposed to be delivered sometime in September, but we'll see when it arrives. But you guys take those clips together, you can probably figure out what it is. But yeah, Burnout 3 will be a much shorter game than this one. Yeah, Vettel got disqualified. I'm still really bummed about that because, you know, it doesn't take away from the mega drive he put in, but, you know, in the records he won't get it. I know he has like 122 podiums or something like that, but it's, you know, you cherish them all. I think he'll bounce back. He might even win a race. You just gotta, you know, see what happens, but we've had multiple chaotic races this year, so anything can happen. Monza should be huge for chaos. I'm expecting McLaren to win that one. Anyway, another bad race for the Calibra. But since the field gets spread out, that helps our race. Not that the championship's in any doubt right now. Unless the AI suddenly turn on upgrades like at race 3 or 4. Charles Leclerc almost won the British GP. I did watch that race, yeah. That was, I mean, I'm wearing the Ferrari cap, but that was such a weird race, all things considered. You know, tons of drama. Social media was an absolute mess for like 2 weeks. I mean, now social media is just mad because Lando Norris said something on Girl of the Grid. I mean, honestly, this F1 summer break is really like a break. We've had no earth-shattering news at all during the break. The biggest piece was the Japanese Grand Prix getting cancelled, but multiple Grand Prix got cancelled this year, so it wasn't a huge shock. But even the Russell Mercedes camp has been really silent throughout the whole break. No teasers or anything like that. I feel like one day we're just going to open our phones on a Tuesday morning or something like that, and all of a sudden all the news just explodes. I do think the driver market is waiting for Bottas to find where he's going. Look at that pass. Big overtakes. Yeah, this series needs to be a little more difficult because we're in a bone stock car and this is well, too easy to be real. You can get all golds on IB, then this series is a cakewalk. Yeah, Michael and Dreddy doing the IRL My Team mode. That'd be fun. Alright. We are just dominating. Calibra's having a better race this time. When will Jill release the Venom F5? Probably next month, if we're being real. It's coming. Yeah, I guess the question is, what's the next Drive Syndicate car now? The Bolide. Yeah, Roman Grosjean's having a great IndyCar season. Speaking of American races, I got a phone call from Road America yesterday. The racetrack Road America. And they told me that they are doing a Ferrari Challenge race weekend. So it's like the Ferrari GT cars. In 3 weeks. And the tickets are $50 for the whole weekend, or $30 for just one day. And I think I want to go. Even if it's just going to be Ferrari race cars, I think that's a really cool chance to take some great photos and just listen to some beautiful engines. Yeah, the CLK touring car sound is just like not many cars that make it. So Calibra's better race. We have a full race lead. Not that it's going to make a difference. So yeah, let's keep going. Laguna Seca. Real racetrack. You know, about time they put a real racetrack in this series. Although there's only 2 in this game. $80 tokens for 8-year anniversary. Happy 8 years, guys. I think the game does, in like a couple of days it turns 8 years old, right? Or is it already past that point? I know it's in like August 20 something. I forget if it was 22nd or 27th or something. But it was late August of 2013 the game came out. And that's our celebration. Tomorrow's the anniversary, the 22nd. Okay. Yeah, I remember my first day of 8th grade was like August 23rd. And I remember my friend told me, hey, did you see Asphalt came out? And I was like, oh really? And at the time, that was back when Asphalt came out every year. And I didn't know that it came out at the time. And sure enough, I checked my iPod Touch when I got home and it was out for $1. And I bought it on the spot. 99 cents. How far that got you back then. Such a great time. I returned to 8 or 9. I don't think I'll ever return as a full-time player, but you know, I'm always like talking to people in the community, and sometimes I pop in just to like, you know, check something out. Like for instance, the Venom F5 test drives came out last week, and of course somebody leaked it. But aside from that, I had access to it still, so I drove a few races with it just to try it out, see what it's like. I didn't record any video or anything, but I did drive it to see what it's like, and it was a pretty neat car. Pretty neat is an understatement. It's a beast. But you guys have all seen the YouTube videos about it. So, yeah. I'll do that stuff, and then of course I'll pop into Asphalt 8 to see if there's any sales I can take advantage of, like, to dump my tokens on. Still waiting for the Yesco to go on sale. I have not seen the Yesco on sale, ever. I would totally buy it with tokens. So looks like the AI are a little bit stronger on this race, which, you know what, we need that for a change. For R250 GTO comes Asphalt 9 while I tame the car. Well, I have some tokens in reserve to buy a pack for something, but 250 GTO I feel like would be an unlikely pick. But it would be something to go for. I'd think about it. Yeah, nowadays the Asphalt 8 talk is like, have you seen how pay to win this car is? No. Nowadays, if you talk about Asphalt 8, they're like, that game still exists? I remember when I was at college, at university, and, you know, some of my friends would ask, like, oh, do you still do YouTube? And it's like, yeah, and they're like, oh, what do you stream? And I would tell them Asphalt 9, and they're like, that game's still around? And this was only like a year or 2 years after the game came out. We're talking 2019, 2020 when I was getting asked this. So, kind of shows you how popular Asphalt 9 is nowadays. If people think it's already a dead game. Well, they'd be even more shocked to hear Asphalt 8 still gets updates. Pretty regularly, too. But yeah. Now I stream a 20-year-old game, but if I tell somebody I'm streaming Gran Turismo 3, a 20-year-old game, they're like, that's cool. Anyway, race 4. Even though the AI seemed to be a little bit tougher, we got through it pretty easily. Another bad race for the Calibra. So, what's our points? I know we're going to be already guaranteed the championship, but 40 to 20. We have a 2-race lead already. So, there we go. 10,000 credits in the bag. We're getting a nice payout. Alright, I'm going to save the game and then I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. So, I will be right back. I'm back. Hopefully you guys didn't all leave. Well, I play MC. You mean Minecraft? I've played it a couple times before. On stream. Some way back when I was a younger kid, and then I did that Minecraft stream back when the Devo event happened, and that was mildly popular. Fortnite has an Among Us mode and a Ferrari. What a time we live in. Anyway, last race in Tokyo. And then after this race, we could call the stream early, or what I had a thought was we could do half a championship. So, as you guys have kind of seen, we can do a mid-championship save, where we can do part of a championship, save the game, turn off the system, and then come back another day. We're going to use that a lot when we get into the professional league races. But I was thinking of doing half the next championship, and then doing the other half next week. That sound good? I mean, we could just marathon it all, but I feel like it would take like 2 hours. I don't know how long it's going to take, because we might need multiple attempts or something. I don't know. Depends what prize card we get here. It's gonna reach its 10th anniversary. Yeah, it's probably gonna... I feel like S-Fleet's gonna exist until Gameloft is like... You know... Until it gets bought out or something like that again. But I feel like they're gonna stick with S-Fleet until... It is completely like a shell. Alright, last first place pass. That one is a little bit tougher than before. We were in the lead for a sweep. But yeah. It's no wonder why this series doesn't get much recognition in this game. It's because it's so short. It needed more races. I feel like this could have been a professional league series. But then again, they need more touring cars, so... They could have done an amateur and professional or something. I don't know. The GT4 version is much better, though. This series needs a pit strategy. I'd say like 10 lap races for a 5 race series with pit stops would be the right time for the right like amount for this series. Not 5 3-lap sprints. Because these race cars need to be driven more often. They're cool cars. Yeah, they call it, I think it's the imposter mode or something like that. Yeah, totally a ripoff. Agmosu. Use PC or laptop to game. I have a laptop as my gaming device. I plan to build a PC. I wanted to build a PC last year, but then the GPU shortage thing happened where scalpers were buying it, and I decided to hold off. I still want to build a PC, but I don't know when's the right time to do it. I don't need to build it right now because my laptop is still doing pretty well. But at some point I want to switch to having a laptop for working on, and then a desktop to do like my gaming and editing and stuff on, and streaming. Because my laptop is approaching, it's 4 years old now. So it's still going strong, and it has 1050 Ti, which still holds up today for a lot of games, but I feel like at some point I need to make the switch. But I don't know when. Right now I'm just saving up and then I blow my money on a camera or something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to live a little. Anyway, we have swept that series pretty easily. Calibra still in pain. He's in big pain. He's far back, 11 seconds back. Seed stunned and backwards, yeah. Watch out. Nuts D's. Anyway, 10,000 credits in the bag. And let's go get a prize. So, for winning the series, how much money do we get? 30 grand. We're above 300,000. I think that's the most money we've ever had at this point, which is pretty nice. Anyway, prize car. What's it gonna be? Is it that thing with the wing? It is. Look at that. Opel Astra touring car. You know what? I feel like that's probably the best car to get from the series. I think you can buy this car with money, but honestly, I would never buy this car normally. But we can use that later on. That will definitely be helpful. Opel Team Phoenix. Nice. 450 horsepower. Astra touring car. Pretty sweet. I like it. Something we don't have, something I wouldn't normally buy, so we could totally use it. Anyway, 45.2%. We're at 81% win ratio. And yeah, that's the end of the segment. Not bad. Yeah, I think honestly, I saw what looked like a roof, Porsche roof in there. And then I couldn't really pay attention to what the bottom two cars were, but if I remember correctly from a list, I think they're both Volkswagens, which wouldn't be too useful for us. We already did the Beetle Cup. But let me just check real quick if you can buy the Opel. Actually, you can't. So there we go. That's a big poggers because, well, if you can't buy the car, then that's the only place to win it. So we could definitely use that then. Wait, can you buy any of the touring cars with money? No. So all the touring cars are locked behind prize cars. So, interesting. Did we save the game? I forgot. I forgot. Anyway. Do you think we should do half the next series? Or just call it a day? Because here's what we got. We have GT World Championship, which we could actually use the Astra for this series. We have GT All-Stars, which we could use the Gillette. If we reach 50% in time, you might be able to use a different car, but I feel like it's too late for that. Japan GT Championship, we'd ideally want a JGTC car, but as far as I know, there's only one spot to get one without buying it at this point. We can't do Dream Car. Yeah, maybe call it Spider and Roadster. I don't think any of these have like a race car. These have potential to pay out. But yeah, we're in that awkward spot. This is where the Endurances would come in, because the Endurances have really nice prizes, both money and cars, so maybe call it either way. I'm not sure which championship to do. Could use the Astra. Let me just check what the AI are on some of the championships. Turn car does show up in GT All Stars. How much is the Storm? Too much. We could save the GT World Championship for the end of Amateur League. Do GT All-Stars in the touring car. First, let's save the game. I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting. Let's do some live experimentation, and then I think we'll do the series next week. Let's do the rest of our time for some experimenting. Let's hop in our Astra. Actually, I don't want to race it, but... what speed can we get out of this? I just want to see the top speed of this car. Is it good? Is it bad? Do we need power? Paste. I know we have 6 gears. Engine does sound good. Okay, so speed's not great. Okay. I'm just gonna call that B. I'm gonna actually try a better measure. Let's just try this directly. First off, let me peek if there's test course in this series. There is not. Nice. Test course is in this one. Let's see if this could... if we need top speed or not. That's basically it. So, yep, mix of JGTC, some GT cars. We're just not well equipped yet. So first thing to note, we have tire wear. That's right, we have to lower downforce. I forgot about that entirely. Tire wear, yeah. So someone in chat asked why I can't play Asphalt 9, and then that didn't show up. I didn't see who that was. Yeah. Minimum downforce. And then, yeah, I guess longer the gear. I didn't realize we have a full custom transmission here. We have enough power to make that gear count. Oreo. It's a legend. Yeah, Toyota's a minute lead. They were going to be the fastest car. So wait, I didn't even pay attention to the opponents. It looked like there was a rally car, a GT 300 car. A Viper. We didn't have enough gear. I used to play Asphalt 8, yeah. I did. That was years ago now. We visit Asphalt 8 occasionally, like once every couple months on stream. Slipstream's powerful, but it's not as good with this car. I made the gear too long. So let's see what our upgrades are available. Max upgrade would be 790 horsepower. Whoa. Stage 2 would be 660. Stage 1 would be 547. As we already saved, I'm not going to save the game. We're just doing some testing for the next stream. But I want to see if the Stage 2 is good enough for the series. Double horsepower, yeah. Well, we can race with the NSX, that's for sure. Alright, so the default gear actually seems like it's the best one. That does seem to work. Yeah, we do seem to slightly pull away from the NSX. I think that would work then. And then let's just check a race later down. Like, let's check Grand Valley 2. Would this be enough? Restore downforce. It's like mid, yeah. We're not going to save the game, so we aren't going to destroy win race ratio. We're just testing to see for the next stream. I'll show you guys kind of like what my testing process is like. So the launch is bad. But I want to see how bad tire wear is, and I want to see how strong the AI are. Whoa. Thanks, rally cars. Lower gears, just like the CLK, aren't very good with this car. Thanks, rally car. Jeez. Just get out of here, please. Okay. Car likes to step out though. But it can race with these guys. But tires are tricky. I need to buy harder tires. Well, the thing is, if you accelerate too much, it gets wheel spin. Okay, so let me try the Gillette. What's the vertigo like? I don't think you can turbo the car. But the upgrade is cheap to give it 700 horsepower. I won't do that. But let's check what the Stage 1 is capable of. And then let's buy some better tires. Let's try the slicks. Let's try it on this track, which will really test the car's uneasy. A lot of rally cars in this one. Yeah, you can't turbo on every single race car. Some of them are just limited. I don't know what the developer's thought process was in deciding if a car should get a turbo. This one's just the NA. So, predictably, this thing is bad traction. Race cars have decent acceleration, but the issue is we're driving without traction control, and I'm using R2, which is not a trigger, it's just a button. So when you accelerate, it's pushing all the way down, so you will always get wheel spin. So yes, it will have better acceleration, but since we turned off traction control, it will hurt our launch. But yeah, the car will still go. There's that. question on you have to keep your hand on the accelerator? That one? Let's say the car is at test course. Even with the downforce and stuff. Gillette is from Belgium. And it's not Gillette the shaving company, it's a different company. This one we need to increase the gear ratios a little bit. And obviously drop the downforce, but let's see. This would be a cool fight though. Basically, we need to touch 200 miles an hour. Even with the slipstream. They're there, but not quite. Oh, the Viper. The Viper going. Here comes the Viper. This is a fun scrap, though. Forgot about the Skyline. He's got speed. This is a fun one, though. So, we have that option. For this one, you want a JGC car, but if we don't end up with the JGC car, I think I'll use the Astra in this one. Because the German touring car is as close as we can get to a Japanese touring car. I think all the other opportunities... I think there's only one realistic spot to get a JGC car before that series. At least in Amateur League, you'd have to kind of sequence break. Endurance has so much useful stuff, too. The Viper. Yeah, we just need... We don't have enough money to buy all the race cars we want. We have enough money to buy a road car. So... yeah, I don't know. Just out of curiosity, what's the Gillette like if I take off the NA tune-up? Let's try Route 11. Take off the tune-up and see. So that's a track where it would be pretty awkward to drive the car. Let's stream Asphalt 8? Nah. Easier to drive with less power. But the hard compound tires make it a little tricky. no rally cars in this one. It's all JGCCs. And then the one lister all the way in the back. They're fast. Yeah, I feel like we need the stage 1 just in our back pocket. Alright. I think that's all the testing I want to do for now. Well, streaming set, of course, I need the wheel setup to fully enjoy it, so it's doable. It's just going to be quite cumbersome, so I need to, like, plan it out. I do have that game, and it is really fun on a wheel. It's just a little tricky for me to stream just because of the way my setup is. But yeah. I think that's going to be it for the series, so sorry not much happened, but that's kind of like my testing process when I test if a car's going to work, so you guys can learn something about it. Anyway, we did 2 series. It was a bit more of a quiet, or 3 series, or 2 series and a license. So, that's where we're going to stay at. And I won't save the game, because I don't want to, have that money wasted. And I think we'll be all set for the moment. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I think my favorite part was obviously IB6, that test. That was pain, but that was rewarding. And then instantly golding IB7. So, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Keep gaming. Have fun. Enjoy the weather. If you guys are starting up school, meet new people. Stay safe out there. No matter where you're at, stay safe. I know everybody's situation's different, but just hope you guys all do what you can to enjoy what we have. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I will see you guys next week. That's it. Bye-bye.